Okay, in this tutorial, I would show you how to assign an HVAC template into a model in EnergyPlus software. So as I said in the previous video, that internal gains here is only for people, lights, and electric equipment. So there is no HVAC system assigned to this model yet. Here is the HVAC templates. So there are several kinds of HVAC templates in EnergyPlus. Here it is. So if you want to know the templates that you can use for the simulation, you can first open in Help and open the EnergyPlus input or output references here. So what you need to see is this one, Group HVAC Template. So I'm sorry, here it is. So there are several HVAC template groups here. For example, the ideal load system, and then baseboard heating system, and the other one that we can find in common system for commercial buildings, which is use fan coil systems with boilers and chillers, but maybe we only find with chillers for Indonesia, because we in Indonesia the buildings rarely use boilers. And also here the air-to-air heat pump, and air heat pumps with boiler and cooling tower, and then VRF, variable refrigerant flow, air-to-air, and VRF with water-to-air loop, and unitary system. This is for direct expansion cooling, package, and split system simulation. And so on. And VAV, variable air volume system also, which use package VAV, or you can use it with air-cooled chillers, or even with water-cooled chillers. So this is the template. You can check it here. Okay. So maybe for the first trial, I will choose the simple one, that is using the VRF template, because today there are more and more buildings which use VRF system. Okay, so first, like we can see here, 3 inputs that we need to assign for simulating the VRF system is first the HVAC template thermostat. The second one is HVAC template zone VRF, which is the indoor unit, and HVAC template system VRF, which is the outdoor unit. So here we first can define the thermostat. Okay, so we click on the new object and fill a new name. For example, we name it just thermostat VRF. Okay, so for the schedule, actually we can choose which schedule we want to assign for this thermostat, or you can leave it blank if you have a constant set point. You just need to enter the constant set point here. I will just input it here. So for the heating set point, I will set it 15 degrees Celsius. And for cooling, I will set 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, so the next part, I will assign the zone VRF template. So first, I need to click New Object and choose which zone I want to assign. So this is space 101, and then template thermostat name, thermostat VRF, or even you can let it blank, which means it assumes to have a standard thermostat object. But I'm not quite sure what is the standard thermostat value, so I will just assign my thermostat that I earlier have been created. Okay, and then I make another new object, set for space 012 with the same thermostat name. And as you can see here, we have a blank box here which is required to be filled in. So this is VRF system name, so we need to make a VRF system template here. Yeah, as you know that VRF could have several indoor units and only have one outdoor unit, or even it can have 1-to-1, so one indoor and one outdoor. So it depends on the system that you want to create. And in this case, I just want to build a multi-split VRF system, so it only has one outdoor unit. I will give it a name VRF System. Okay, system availability here, as you can see, if this field is blank, the system is always available. I will just let it blank then. Okay, and all of this is a default number. You can change the rated cooling COP. Yeah, and you can also change the cooling capacity. If you want to know the cooling capacity that you need for your system, so you can assign it to auto size. Then you can use the cooling capacity value that was given by the simulation to buy a VRF system that is suited with your system. Okay, so and then you also need to zone name for master thermostat location. Okay, so because it only has one outdoor unit but with 3 indoor units, so you need to define the thermostat location. In this case, I will assign space 101. Okay, so after assigning this, we should come back to zone VRF again and fill in this blank box. Okay, here it is. So after we assign this, we actually ready for the simulation. But first, we need to come back to this part, the simulation control. So here there is a field with do zone sizing calculation. Yes, because some of the VRF HVAC template that we assigned earlier has several parts which use auto size. It means that we have to do a sizing, to do zone sizing calculation. So we change it to yes. And we also have a system, which is the VRF system, so we need to change it to yes as well. We don't have any plan, so we just let it be no for now. Okay, I think that's all that you need to assign for simulating the VRF system. So we save it. Don't forget to save it first, and then we come back to this window and press the simulate button here. So there is an error. We can check the error here in the all type and click the errors. Okay, here it is. Okay, so we have no design environment specified. So first, we need to check the sizing. Here it is. So there are 3 inputs, and you need to choose one of these: sizing period design day, sizing period weather file dates, and sizing period weather file condition type. Okay, and in this case, because I don't know the exact design day that we can use for Jakarta downtown, I will just use a design day from the weather files. So I will just input here the name of the design day is design day, and I will let the EnergyPlus program to calculate in which day does the weather file has the highest cooling load demand. So it will become the design day. So I will assign it from 1st of January till 31st of December. Okay, so I'll save it and simulate it again. Okay, so as you can see here, before starting the real simulation, it will first calculate the start design day. So, simulation. Okay, here it is. We can check from the HTML again. Here is the simulation result. Okay, yeah, I forgot to change the unit. Okay, I'll just show you how to change the unit first, I guess. Because in Indonesia, it's common to use kilowatt hour for energy consumption calculation. So here is how to change the unit. You go to the bottom part of the EnergyPlus input here and select the output control table style here and choose the unit conversion to joule to kilowatt hour here. Okay, and then I will simulate it again. As you can see here, we have 11 warnings. Actually, you can find out what are the warnings by clicking the errors. Okay, so here are the warnings. Yeah. Okay, but I think there is no crucial warning here. Yeah, this is like heating load for thermozone space 1030. Yeah, because we use Jakarta weather file, so we don't need any space to be heated. And then there are 21 nominally unused construction, so it's okay. But no ground temperature, so they will set a default temperature that is 18 degrees Celsius. Yeah, and so on. So there is no crucial warning here. And okay, we can check the HTML now. Okay, as you can see here, the total energy already used kilowatt hour unit. So yeah, here you can have site energy and source energy. Okay, and here is the end uses and the categories of anything that use energy in the building. So here we have cooling, interior lighting, interior equipment, and fans. This fans comes from the cooling system, which is VRF, because the indoor unit has the fan that work to flow the air. Okay, and yes, here is all that we can see from the simulation result. And if you want to know more about, for example, the HVAC sizing summary, here it is. So first, the EnergyPlus will calculate the load, the cooling load or the heating load of a zone, and this is the load. And after that, there is also a user design load, which is based on the sizing factor that we input in the EnergyPlus. So I will show you. Here it is. So here is the sizing parameters. So for cooling, sizing factor it is 1.15. So this number that we have here is 1.15 to 800. Okay, so based on this design load, the EnergyPlus calculated the airflow that is needed to cool down the zone to have a maximum 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, so that is how the HVAC being sized in the EnergyPlus. Okay, I think, yeah, that is all for VRF simulation in the EnergyPlus.